We're making a list and we're checking it twice. It's not your Christmas list, it's the boiler checklist to be able to install the boiler on the wall. That's what we're doing in today's episode. We've got some lumber here, we've got some lumber behind the camera that I'm going to show you, and we're getting prepped and ready to get this boiler installed. Let's get to it. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Detached Garage. It is true, we are making a list and we are working through that breakdown list so we can get the boiler installed this coming weekend. Today's episode is all about figuring out what we need to do before we start putting wood on the wall, before we mount the boiler to that wood and go from there. So I appreciate all of your help in a previous episode. You have inspired me to go with the 2x10 wall system for the workout area, which will be right over here. If you haven't checked it out, we've made some progress on the garage lighting as well. Go check that episode out up here. And today is really focused on the boiler. So let me show you what the plumber has done, and then we'll talk about the next steps we need to take before we mount the 3/4 inch plywood on the mechanical area. All right, guys, so the plumber has been here and he has run the gas line through the wall, used a T, and also run it over here to this. We're gonna angle this down so the whip comes straight down for the grill, and we got the grill right there. So kind of okay installation. Gas line this side of stud here-ish, and it went here. So don't know what that was all about, but that's how it's installed. So the one thing we really need to do before we put plywood up on the other side of this wall is run electrical through the wall. So now that we have the gas line run for the grill, we're going to put the outlet right down here that connects to the grill as well, so we can plug that in. And as you can see, this area does get some water coming down, so we need to get countertops on this as well, but I need to get the electrical done first. So let's go inside and take a look at the electrical on the inside. All right, let's take a look at what we got here. So all the 2x10s were delivered for running along the wall here. We're gonna have to move all of this kind of, we'll call it lazy storage area here. And then we also got 10 sheets of plywood for the mechanical area over here. So this is what's gonna go up before, and then you can pretty much mount whatever you want to this without blocking. Obviously, still try and find a stud if you can, but it's gonna make mounting anything very, very easy up here. So you can see the gas line through the wall, and my note, gas line this side of stud, and it's kind of right in the middle of the stud bay. So we will fix that, we'll figure it out, not a huge deal. So the things we need to do, electrical, went to Menards, grabbed some wire. So what we need to do is somewhere in here, and we got to figure out whether we're putting the this panel here or this panel right above, but we need to run an electrical outlet over this way. The other thing we need to do is run the electrical through the wall for the outlet back there and for the grill. And then we also need to run a 30 amp outlet for the air compressor. Now, I don't know exactly where the air compressor is gonna go, so we're just gonna run the wire. But another nice thing about putting plywood on the wall instead of drywall is if you ever really, really want to, you can always take this down and put it back up. I'm gonna put it up with screws. I bought some screws as well. And so we're going to, instead of nailing it, we're going to screw it into the wall. So if we ever want to run something behind it, put in a new utility, put in a new appliance, something like that, we can undo the screws, pull this off the wall. We'll also have to pull off the wall anything that's mounted to the wall, which is why we want to run the 30 amp outlet while we can. But we'll get those outlets run, and then we will start hanging this, and then we will start mounting the boiler and the panel up on the wall. So that is kind of the checklist of what we need to do before we start the boiler system. So these are the screws I was planning on using for the 3/4 inch plywood. So they've got this smooth section up at the top. And so if I just hold it up here and how it's going to to go, we should have plenty of anchoring into the 2x6 studs for this to go. So I did buy some different screws, and we're not going to use these. I actually bought 4-inch screws for these. So I don't know if that's a little overkill, and I could really use your opinion on what should we do for hanging these on the wall. I was thinking screws as well, but I might just want to nail these up here. As long as we complete all the runs for the TV and there's already electrical outlets and everything, I think we should be fine with nails, which will make it much easier to put this up on the wall. But let me know in the comments below what you think about nails or screws for this and what size we should go. 4-inch, 3.5. Let me know what you think. So that checklist went extremely fast, and a huge, huge shout out to our sponsor, Blue Ridge Company. This is coming together really, really quickly. So let's cut to the time lapse, and then we will jump back to see what we did to get all of this mounted, and it could be the world's highest mounted boiler. This might be the world's tallest mounted boiler. Yet to be confirmed. We've got 13-foot floor ceilings, and so we're a few feet off of that. But huge shout out to the guys today. We did a lot. So I will kind of recap what we did. So you can see the 2 outlets here. We ran wire up through here, down, around, and over. Came in the top of the box on both. So this will be a 4-gang outlets for this, for the relay, for this pump, for the boiler, everything. That will be what that outlet is for. This will be the 30-amp plug for the compressor, which will I think will sit right in front of here or right in the corner. Not sure what compressor we're gonna get exactly, but that will be done. And then the 3rd wire here, we ran through the wall already and out. And so that will be for the grill outside. So lots run. Started with electrical. We pulled out all of the rock wool and ran all the electrical, and then we started putting the sheathing up. So we decided to go, so this 8-foot sheet and then a 4-foot section, and do the second 4-foot section up. We've got a little gap at the top, so I don't know if you can see. Let's try and zoom in here. Whoa. We are just below the header up at the top. And so that is, we might do like a strip of this up at the top. It's really tough to see, or I might just paint that black and you really won't be able to see it. But we got everything mounted. So we got the PEX mounted with the manifolds mounted. We've got this mounted. And if you can see this, it's kind of off center a little bit. But the reason that is because the gas line is coming through here. So what we are going to do is there's going to be some pipes running down this side. So I think that will kind of equal out the distance here between where the boiler stops and where this panel is. And so that will kind of go equal distance over there. So that is what we got done today. That was a beast to mount up there. It's got a bracket that it goes on. And so super excited for getting this to this stage. The heavy lifting is done. We've got all the panels on the wall and we've got the boiler up top. So this tank here will mount right here. We have a lot of material to buy still. I've got to get some of these flexible hoses, some different lengths of that. We made a huge material list of all the copper pipe and fittings we need to get that. We've got gas line that we need to run up and over into the flexible gas line there. So a lot to get. We are going to do that on a different episode. So another huge shout out to our sponsor, Blue Ridge Company, who put all of this together, who also did the maps for the PEX in the floor, everything. Huge shout out to them. This has been very, very easy to install so far. Obviously, you're going to have to buy a few materials. They can't put everything together for you unless you take all the measurements, mount everything, do the dry fitting beforehand. But this entire panel was super easy to mount and was really easy with all the instructions for where everything needs to go so we could get all of our dry fit directions. So in the next episode, what we're going to do is do the PVC out the wall. We're going to hook everything up. We're going to fill this thing with glycol and we are going to fire it up. I can't wait to show you that process. Blue Ridge Company has made this so easy with every step of the way. So if you have any questions on what we did today, from running the electrical to mounting the plywood to mounting the system, put those down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching Detached Garage, and we will catch you on the next episode where we fire this thing up.